And the Cardinals, they're set to do battle Washington Redskins. No more training camp, no more spells. Season on EA Sports is underway. Now a play fake here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And for Darius Geis, this is his first NFL carry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. The gun, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Leopard!
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
Here's Smith now on second down. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Robert Kimdichie coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Throwing on third down, Smith. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, the Cardinals coming out here, and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south. Unfortunately, week 1, that's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he was a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, here's Rosen. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, getting practice it, do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Leopard!
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, Johnson. 40. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No, check, Patriot!
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Leopard!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone.
Josh Rosen put that one in the trophy case, his first NFL touchdown pass. Here the Cardinals push further out in front.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your first touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always going to put out the vibe that, hey, but inside, he's got to be so excited to have that first taste of success in the league.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Gone!
They begin the drive with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. On second down, Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Leopard! Four down, check, four down. Detroit!
Rosen to throw on third down. And he's got Gresham. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Leopard!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Leopard!
Now Rosen on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start on the ground with Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Smith. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go to Johnson again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, in that area,
he hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Caught right side, Gresham. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Green, 39, Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they start the second half with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
got you now, Barney. Leopard.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to
All right,
that.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gresham has it left side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pernell McPhee in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Rosen. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brandon, it's now a matter of who wants it more. They gave it to the first man through. Let the fullback try to power across. But this defense is going to bunch him up. And what do you do now on 4th and goal?
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Rosen will throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 35. A big play. Smith to Crowder. 58 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Smith on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Rosen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cardinals on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Leopard! Leopard!
Rosen to throw again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Rosen. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And here come the Redskins now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Smith now on second down. They'll get this out to the rookie, Darius Geis, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Gun, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch!
Detroit!
Now a handoff, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney!
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down.
Now it's Rosen. And they can't break. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, 62 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So out now come the Redskins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And some space here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On first down, it's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Smith now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.